Hello students, welcome in the video number 2 of the topic reagents and reactions in organic synthesis. In the previous video number 1 we have discussed some basic part of the reagents and reactions in organic synthesis, and also we have discussed the first reagent, that is lithium aluminum hydride. So in this second video we are going to discuss the remaining 5 reagents with respect to their preparation and applications. Now let's begin with the second reagent, that is called as Raney nickel. So Raney nickel, which is also known as a spongy nickel, it is a solid substance and made up of nickel obtained from nickel aluminum alloy. So how it is prepared? The method of preparation of Raney nickel involves the use of nickel and aluminum alloy. So we require nickel and aluminum alloy. So a fine powder of nickel and aluminum alloy is treated with concentrated sodium hydroxide, which results in the formation of sodium aluminate and hydrogen gas. So by this reaction we obtain the sodium aluminate along with this hydrogen gas. So this sodium aluminate is in soluble form, therefore it goes into the solution, whereas the nickel of nickel aluminum alloy remains in the form of solid. The solution is stirred continuously and allowed to settle, and the supernatant solution is decanted. So these steps of addition of sodium hydroxide, then stirring, settling and decantation is continued for several times. Finally, the residue is washed with water and alcohol, and grey colored fine powder is stored under alcohol as a Raney nickel. So why this Raney nickel powder, which is grey in color, is stored under alcohol? Because it is pyrophoric in nature. So what is the meaning of the word pyrophoric? It is the pyrophoric material catches the fire when it is exposed to air. So when we expose Raney nickel to air, it will catch fire. Therefore it is always stored under alcohol, and it is not allowed to come in contact with air. Now let's see the applications of Raney nickel, and this Raney nickel is used for hydrogenation. So the first application, it is used in the conversion of benzene to cyclohexane. So benzene consists of 3 pi bonds. When treated with Raney nickel, it forms a cyclohexane. The second application of the Raney nickel is reduction of thioacetal to form hydrocarbon. So this is thioacetal. When treated with Raney nickel, there is formation of this hydrocarbon. This compound is also obtained, which is a ethane, and it is commonly called as hydrocarbon. The another application of the Raney nickel is it is also used in the reduction of nitro compounds to amino compounds. So this is nitrobenzene. It is converted into aniline. So this nitro group is reduced to this amino group. This nitro group is reduced to amino group. Another application of the Raney nickel is alkenes and alkynes can be reduced to alkanes. So this is ethylene, this one is acetylene. When treated with Raney nickel, ethylene gives ethane, and acetylene initially gives ethylene, and this ethylene will get reduced to ethane. The next application is reduction of nitriles to amines. So benzonitrile can be converted into aniline. So this is CN group, cyanide group. This get reduced to primary amino group. Now let's see the third reagent, that is osmium tetroxide. So how it is prepared? The method of preparation of osmium tetroxide is very simple. Oxygen, when heated at about 400 degrees Celsius with oxygen, it forms osmium tetroxide. OSO4 is the formula of osmium tetroxide. So let's see the applications of osmium tetroxide. So osmium tetroxide get added to the alkenes to give diolate, which on hydrolysis forms a cis diol. Now let me zoom this reaction. So this is alkene, this one is osmium tetroxide, which is adding across this double bond. So this is 3 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction. This adduct is formed, which on hydrolysis it forms a cis diol. Cis means on the same side, di means two, OL means OH groups. Two similar OH groups are present on the same side, hence it is called as a cis diol. The second application of the osmium tetroxide, acryldehyde can be converted into glyceraldehyde. So this is the double bond. Osmium tetroxide get added across this double bond and there is formation of these two OH groups. Here we are observing two OH groups. So this is the second application. The third application of the osmium tetroxide, it is used in the structure determination of anthracene. Anthracene is a polynuclear hydrocarbon, and the fusion of rings in anthracene can be decided by using this osmium tetroxide. The another application of the osmium tetroxide is it is used in the structure determination of unsaturated compounds by locating the position of double bonds. So cyclohexene on reaction with osmium tetroxide, it gives a diol. So double bond, across this double bond osmium tetroxide get added and we are getting two OH groups here. So it is a cis 1,2 cyclopentane diol. The fourth reagent is selenium dioxide. Its formula is SeO2. So how it is prepared? The methods of preparation of selenium dioxide are: the first method is oxidation of selenium by burning in air, or selenium when comes in contact with oxygen, there is formation of selenium oxide. The second method, dehydration of selenous acid. So H2SeO3, which is selenous acid, on dehydration forms selenium dioxide. The third method of preparation of selenium dioxide is reaction of selenium with hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide, when treated with selenium, it forms selenium dioxide. The applications of selenium dioxide involves: number 1, oxidation of toluene to benzaldehyde. Toluene to benzaldehyde. This one is toluene. This get converted into benzaldehyde. Allylic oxidation. So these are the two allylic compounds. This is allylic compound. When treated with selenium dioxide, it get converted into this unsaturated alcohol. Here this compound on oxidation gives a diketone. Oxidation of alkynes to carbonyl compounds. This chemical transformation can be carried out by using selenium dioxide. So this is the alkyne, which consists of triple bond. On reaction with selenium dioxide, we get diketone, which is the carbonyl compound. Now here this alkyne on reaction with selenium dioxide gives this diketone alcohol. So these are the applications of selenium dioxide. The fifth reagent is dicyclohexyl carbodiimide. In short, it is called as a DCC. So how it is prepared? What is the method of preparation of DCC? So dicyclohexyl isocyanide. On coupling with cyclohexylamine, there is formation of this DCC. Another method is by dehydration of cyclohexylurea, we can obtain this DCC. This is dicyclohexylurea on reaction with paratoluene sulfonic acid, in short it is called as PTS, removes water molecule and there is formation of this DCC. These two hydrogens and this one oxygen eliminates in the form of water molecule. As a result, we get this DCC. Now, the applications of DCC involves number of chemical reactions. DCC is used for dehydration of alcohols to give alkenes. So, this is alcohol. When treated with DCC, it forms alkene. The second, formation of amides from carboxylic acid. So, this is carboxylic acid. When treated with amine in presence of DCC, there is formation of this amide compound. Just there is elimination of water molecule. This OH and this H get eliminated in the form of water molecule and we obtain this amide compound. Then formation of ester from acid and alcohol. This is acid plus alcohol. In presence of DCC, there is elimination of water molecule and we are getting ester molecule. Synthesis of ethers. So, phenol plus alcohol in presence of DCC removes water molecule and there is formation of this ether. It is a mixed type of ether. Then synthesis of anhydrides. Two carboxylic acids when treated with DCC eliminates water molecule and there is a formation of this anhydride compound. So, these are the applications of DCC. The last reagent is diazomethane and its formula is CH2N2. Diazomethane is generally prepared by alkaline hydrolysis of various N-nitroso N-alkyl amides. So, this is the specific N-nitroso N-alkyl amide on alkaline hydrolysis, that is in presence of NaOH, we get a CH2N2, that is diazomethane. Now, let us see the applications of diazomethane. Diazomethane is important methylating reagent and it is used for methylation purpose. So, these are the some examples. Hydrochloric acid when treated with diazomethane gives methyl chloride. So, phenol when treated with diazomethane we get anisole. Carboxylic acid when treated with diazomethane there is formation of this ester. Diazomethane is also used in the synthesis of higher ketones. Suppose this is aldehyde, when treated with diazomethane there is a formation of this ketone which consists of one carbon more than this original aldehyde. So, we are getting higher ketone along with this epoxide. The another important application of diazomethane is it is used in the synthesis of diazoketones. So, acyl chloride on reaction with diazomethane there is formation of this diazoketone. Synthesis of heterocyclic compounds. We can prepare heterocyclic compounds by using diazomethane as a reagent. Now, this specific example reaction involves reaction of ethylene with diazomethane, reaction of this ethylene with diazomethane to form this heterocyclic compound pyrazolene. Then formation of carbene. So, diazomethane when heated or when it is exposed to UV light, it get converted into this carbene CH2 which carries 2 electrons along with this nitrogen. So, this species CH2 carrying 2 electrons is called as carbene, and carbene is the important intermediate which is involved in different reactions. So this is about the part A of this topic, reagents with respect to their preparations and applications. If you have any queries, you can ask me. I will be happy to answer your queries. Thank you very much.